What if the strength that you need to keep going is not as far away as you think? What if in the middle of your fatigue, your health struggles, and everyday responsibilities, God reminds you of who you are and why you are here? On Saturday, during our first Metabolic Intensive, something happened that I was not expecting. One prayer brought a room full of people to a place of honesty, encouragement, and renewed purpose. If you've been feeling tired, stuck, or unsure whether you can keep going in your health journey, this episode is for you. If you're tired of sugar cravings, brain fog, fatigue, and all the conflicting health and diet advice, and you just want to know what's happening inside of your body, you're in the right place. I'm TaShawn Davis, holistic health coach, registered nurse, and metabolic health educator. I help you break sugar cravings through balanced blood sugar so you can take your health back naturally. So grab your favorite sugar-free drink, pop in those earbuds, and let's learn how to work with our body and not against it. Wowzers, y'all. 40 episodes, 40 podcast episodes. I remember I've been offered many TV shows and opportunities to record videos on YouTube for TV programs, and I couldn't sit down and get one done. But God has graced me in order to complete 40 podcast episodes. I hope you all are enjoying it. And if you would celebrate with me by leaving a review, that would be awesome, and sharing this with someone who needs to hear it. So I thank you in advance. And listen, we are still going forth with encouraging and doing everything that God has for us to do. So if you need more help and encouragement, visit us at healthbeyondweightloss.com. And don't forget, we have our Facebook group, Health Beyond Weight Loss, Metabolic Health, and Insulin Resistance. So y'all, Saturday was the first class of our Metabolic Intensive. I woke up that morning with a prayer in my heart for the people who will be there. It wasn't something that I had planned ahead of time. I woke up with it, read it, and began thinking about the people who will be joining us. As I read the prayer out loud in class, the Lord told me to name it the Father's Letter. I asked, can anyone relate to this? One by one, people lifted their hands. They began sharing that they had struggled with the calling and purpose of God on their lives because of illness, tiredness, responsibilities, and being locked into everyday routines. And that moment reminded me that health is about more than just a number on a scale. It's about being able to show up for your family. It's about having the energy to serve. It's about being present in your own life. It's about having the strength to pursue the work that God has placed inside of you. Sometimes when we wake up and feel completely clueless, we may ask, can I really keep doing this? Am I prepared? Why am I still here? Will my health ever improve? Do I even have the strength to keep going? When insulin resistance, blood sugar problems, chronic illness, poor sleep, or ongoing fatigue are a part of someone's life, it can affect their confidence. It can make everyday tasks feel heavy. And eventually, a person may begin to believe that they are the problem. But you are not a failure because your body needs support. You are not weak because you need encouragement. And needing help does not mean you have lost your purpose. Sometimes we need to encourage ourselves. Sometimes God sends someone else to encourage us. And sometimes God reminds us through a room full of people who are willing to be honest and say, I understand. That is one of the reasons community matters so much in a health journey. You may know exactly what to do, but that doesn't mean you will always feel like doing it. You may understand the importance of reducing sugar, improving your meals, walking, sleeping better, or addressing insulin resistance. But knowledge doesn't remove fatigue, stress, disappointment, or fear. Support can help you keep going even when your emotions are telling you to stop. I want to remind you of something important. You do not have to feel completely prepared before you take the next step. You don't have to feel like you have the entire plan figured out. You don't have to wake up every morning feeling motivated even. Sometimes the next step is simple. Maybe it's preparing one better meal, drinking water instead of a sugary drink, going to bed earlier. Maybe it's asking your healthcare provider a question you've been avoiding. Maybe it's joining a supportive community instead of trying to figure out everything alone. Take the next step you can take today, not the next step that you wish you could take, the step that is actually in front of you. Faith can give us courage, perspective, and strength to continue. Your body is part of an assignment that God has given to you. Caring for your health is not vanity. It is stewardship over what God has given you. It's recognizing that your life, your energy, your mind, and your abilities matter. And caring for yourself begins by slowing down long enough to hear the reminder. You are still here. You still have a purpose. Keep going. So this week, I want you to remember 3 things. Begin your morning with a simple prayer or a quiet moment and ask God, what do I need to remember today? Second, write down one reason why your health matters to you. Not just weight. Maybe it's your children, your grandchildren, the ministry God placed on your heart, your ability to serve, travel, or enjoy your life. Third, choose one next step. It could be a better meal, a walk, a glass of water, an appointment, a conversation, an act of preparation. Listen, do not underestimate small steps, repeatedly, consistency can make a big impact and a difference on your life. If you're tired today, I want you to hear this clearly. You are not disqualified just because you're tired. You're not disqualified because you struggle sometimes. Even if you have had to start again, you're not disqualified. Sometimes the breakthrough begins when you realize you don't have to carry everything alone. You need God. And sometimes you need community, education, professional support. And sometimes you simply need one more reminder that your life still has meaning. Keep taking the steps forward. Even small steps count. There's a song by Fred Hammond. In the song, he says, we're only one prayer away. Don't forget, God is in the business of answering prayers. In the song, it says, I think I'm getting wiser now. I think I'm hearing clearer now. We're only one prayer away. Don't waste another day wondering whether or not your life has purpose, because if you're still breathing, your life has purpose. God bless you. If you want to learn more about health beyond weight loss, metabolic health education, coaching, and future metabolic health intensive opportunities, stay connected to Health Beyond Weight Loss. Join the newsletter. And look, please celebrate my 40th podcast episode with me by leaving a review on the Apple Podcast. It really helps more people find this program and help them with their health. We continue at each episode to build on one another, encourage each other, talk about metabolic health and insulin resistance. So follow the podcast to make sure that you are staying in touch. And before you go, remember, this is for educational purposes only. You are needed in this hour. You need to take that next step. Keep seeking understanding. Keep caring for the body that God has given you. And remember, get healthy first, and the weight will follow. God bless you. Alrighty, my friend. If this episode has helped you understand your body a little bit better and helped you have the confidence to make better informed healthcare decisions, share it with someone you know who may be struggling with sugar cravings, brain fog, or fatigue, because they may not even realize that blood sugar could be the reason. And also leave a review, because it really helps more people find this. Remember, the goal is to reverse 1 million type 2 diabetes in my lifetime. And as always, I want to remind you the harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few. And some people are fighting every day just to have the health and energy to live their everyday life that they were called to live. So I am praying for your health. I am praying for your strength, and I'll see you on the next episode.